We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the first play of the game. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers steps away to his left. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. Packers have taken the early lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Now Wentz on third down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he connects with Ebron. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Austin Eckler. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Rodgers, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Eckler. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now Austin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Rodgers going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Being chased out left. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Jones. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here is Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The ball carrier.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
25 yards. And the Packer 1st down.
Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 15 now. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Wentz now on 1st down. Ebron with it over the middle. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with him. And out of bounds right around the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at the 50.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
The 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Now Wentz. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Eckler. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Derek Watt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But
on Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers to throw once more. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking deep for... This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 39 that time. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Packers 35, Steelers 12.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. On play action, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
Steelers first down.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 10-yard line.
Here's Wentz to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Van Jefferson His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Wentz going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
What you doing out there, boy?
10.
This ain't no high school patty cake football.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
This is Jones. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking deep for Adams. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Play action. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll get this to Eckler. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Wentz to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Steelers on 3rd down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Wentz going to go on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And the Packer first down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. Got an open man, it's Washington. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. That's complete.
We got plenty of fight, baby.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Wentz again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Now they'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He's got a 1st down. The ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
No better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. it. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the goal place. And if we pull it up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that Pico de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's no, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's no, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White